everyone, my name is Pancake and welcome to my channel. I told you I'd be back sooner than later. Anyways, today's video is about Artfight and all the art I got to do for it this year. If you don't know what Artfight is, it's an event where artists join two teams and draw the competition's original characters to score points. This year teams were Team Seafoam and Team Stardust, myself being on Team Seafoam. So that's the basis for what we're getting into. So with all the basics aside, let's start the video. Okay, here is Alora, and she's made by the wonderful Dozy Donut. And when I first read through her bio, it said that she was a Digital Circus OC. So when sketching, this pose came pretty quickly because I already knew I wanted her to have some type of makeup themed pose. And in the original picture, she has very long eyelashes. So I kind of wanted to show her, doing her makeup a bit. And she's already so cute, so giving her like a cute girly pose, it felt right. For this piece, I did struggle with rendering because I wasn't sure how I wanted it to pop. I didn't know if I wanted to do the airbrushy type of effect or if I wanted to do like regular cell shading. But in the end, I did settle for purple. Please don't fight me. Don't beat me up for this, but I do use purple sometimes on the multiply layer. I just find it easier sometimes. I use that for rendering, and I used a little wood pattern because she's a little wooden princess doll, and I think that's just so cute and so vintage. The background, I didn't really do too much that was gonna drive me crazy, so I just did some sparkles and boom. Now these two lovely ladies here are Octave and Bethette. I hope I'm saying them right. And when I saw Bethette first, that's who you see here, I wanted to give her sort of a like pouty look, like a pouty, staring off, not listening look. But then I saw Octave and I immediately thought, I have to draw these two together. And here you see, I still wanted to give Bethette that kind of annoyed, not paying attention look. I wanted Octave to still interact with her somehow. So I gave her this kind of like she's jumping on her, annoying her type of pose. Off topic but on topic, I actually really like how the line art came out for these two. Like, I don't know, maybe line art was just really line arting this day, but it just looks so good. I'm actually very sad I had to erase her hands because I feel like that's the best I've drawn hands like interacting with someone else. I'm so sad. I don't think I get to work with limited color palettes like that often because between the two, they share majority colors except for the pink and the green. So it was kind of fun, not having to worry about so many colors and color picking. Oh, and this is where you see I forgot their horns. They're Homestuck trolls. I remember trying to get into Homestuck, but it was too much going on even for my ADHD having ass, and I couldn't get into it. And there I am using different shades of purple. You will have to pry the purple on the multiply layer out of my cold, dead hands because I'm going to keep using it. It works. Overall, the coloring, shading, and rendering, everything was just so much fun. I would love to draw them again. Now this little menace here is Guy, made by Pngtuber, and oh my god. Looking through this character's profile on Artfight, like, these memes are insane. Why is bro laid out? Why does bro have a binocular between his feet? What is going on? But once I read that he was a Sonic fan, I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta draw this little menace here. And even though he seems very chaotic, I gave him a pretty normal cutesy pose, I don't know, something about this character speaks to me. I love his chaotic energy. And I gave him a little cutesy, like, kind of prep fit. I don't know if you could call it prep. I don't know. I just love how he looks. I love his whole personality. I'm sorry you hear my chair rattling. It's an old chair. But everything about this character was just so fun and so silly. It's like, I love OCs like this. He's just a walking meme, and it's so fun. Oh, I forgot to mention, because he liked Sonic, I wanted to add something Sonic related to his shirt. So I did the cute little insignia with like his little hedgehog head and the ring. I thought it was cute and all that. Where is it? Okay, and here I am shading again with purple. Don't fight me. And I do this kind of scratchy type of shading for like the brights. I think it looks so good because it's gonna make more appearances throughout the rest of the video. So their favorite color is also navy, but it was too much navy blue going on in the background, so I ended up doing something simple. This is Wing made by Orion. I think it's Orion. And when I saw him and I saw that his favorite weapon was the E-liter, there we go, almost forgot the silly weapon. When I saw that his favorite weapon was the E-liter, I wanted to pose him with it. At first I wanted to get him like the Splatoon 3, like how the idols do like 3 with their fingers, but when I thought hit me like pose him with the E-liter, I couldn't stop. This was the big brain play and I had to continue. So we're finna get into the coloring, and I have to tell y'all this now. I thought that the green, the sensitization side of his face, was the other side that wasn't showing right here. But you'll see me kind of flip, yeah, there I am flipping the reference. And I'm trying to make it work, trying to reason with myself like, oh no, it's on the right side, it's on the right side. And I'm like, it's not on the right side. I end up changing it after you see me coloring all this here. Now, shading and rendering this was actually really fun, and I'm so happy with how the E-liter turned out, because drawing Splatoon weapons is not for the weak. But here I am fixing the side and doing the final touches in the background, and boom, we're good. Alright, and this character is by Nesca Was Taken. This is Naya, and she's based around a secretary bird. When I was scrolling through Artfight, I really like how this character caught my eye. She's just a very... I hate to say it again, but she's just a very eye-catching character. Every little piece about her was just so interesting, I just had to draw her. And as I was looking through her character profile, this is just a very... how to word it? Not endearing. She is endearing, but like, she's a very inviting character. Like, the more you look at her, the more you read a little bit on her backstory, you want to know more about her. So I kind of wanted to like have a pose that kind of gave off like this mysterious vibe that makes you want to be like, I want to know more about this character. Now, when it came to rendering, I didn't know what style I wanted to go with at first, because I was using an airbrush to try and do like a soft type of rendering style, but it didn't really fit. It just made the picture look too flat. So around this time, I started doing kind of like a hatching style of shading, and I felt like it just gave more texture to the headdress and to her hair, even though I feel like I should have used a more saturated color for her hair, but I digress. It stands out and it makes the picture feel like less flat, and that's what I really like. So this character is Amelia Amos by Shy Art Bean, and from first glance, I was really interested in all her eyes, and once I started thinking about that, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be the next character I draw. Now, you might recognize this finger pose. It's the same pose that I did give to Guy, but I wanted hers to be more sassy, because she just, in her initial expression sketch, she gave off a sassy vibe, and I felt like I had to do her justice with that. And speaking about her expression, her eyes are so nice to look at. Like, the shading and the rendering on her original character sheet, mwah, chef's kiss. It's so good. Her aesthetic is just so cute. I love her sense of fashion. It says vintage and it fits her so good that it kind of makes me want to try something similar, even though I know it's not going to look nearly as good on me as it does on her. I really did enjoy adding textures to her corset and doing the texture on her hair, but I think the most fun that I had was drawing her glasses. The little gold glasses, they're such a good touch. And this character here is made by Starseeker Azure, and her name is Kohana Minami. I hope I didn't butcher that. And she was just another cute design to draw. I just did not know how to draw the poses for her. Like, she's so much fun to draw, but that was a problem because there's so many different poses that work for her, I just couldn't choose. But eventually I did settle on this pose with her kind of like placing her hands on her cheek and winking at the camera, which it suits her. It's very cute, and I love this one so much. She's just like a dress-up doll. She has so many good options I could have picked for her. While cleaning up the sketch, I wanted to focus more so on the hair so that I know to add extra details to the hair when it comes to line art. And I think tricking yourself into believing that you enjoy line art really does work, because I was having fun lining this. I don't know if you could tell, but I was having fun. Putting down the flat colors, it's usually always easy. It was when it got to the pattern on her dress, I was struggling. I did not know how to distort it to fit her dress, but I think I made it work in the end. Like right here, I don't know. I think I made it work. If I ever do patterns again, I would definitely have to practice more to see like how to make it fit on the body naturally. Alright everyone, last but not least, we have Zovu Violetta, and they were created by Vampire Fangs. For this picture, I definitely struggled with the anatomy a lot, mostly in his face, because specifically his hair is supposed to be long, a little bit longer than the normal Octoling's hair, so I wanted to try and replicate that like as best as I could in my style. When drawing Zovu, I wanted to keep to the original style that he had on in his reference sheet, and I wanted to add the cute little Splatoon 3 emblem onto their chest. For the hair, I'm really happy with how the hair look. I feel like it actually looks like a Splatoon 3 tentacle. When I go and I add some more shading and make it look all shiny, you know, I think I did a good job. And on top of that, making the buzz cut part look like a buzz cut, I think I did good with adding some texture to that. Now I'm just adding the final touches on Zovu, so I think we're good to wrap this up. Alright, so that's everything I drew this year for Artfight. Not gonna lie, this video would have came out much sooner if I hadn't tried to redo the voiceover so many times, but oh well, better late than never, I suppose. I hope you all give the artists I mentioned a follow on Artfight or their socials to keep up with what they post, and you know, maybe join in the fun next year. I know that if I join again next year, I'm definitely gonna try to have things done ahead of time. If you like what you saw or heard, make sure to subscribe and leave a like and comment, you know, since that's the quickest way to let me know that you enjoyed the video. And I hope I see you all sooner rather than later. Bye-bye!